Hello everyone, just wanted to make a quick video, just trying some of the upcoming features in the summer update of 2024 for Tibia. Mostly focusing on the quick loot, which is what I'm mostly interested in. I don't think I'm gonna try the new area. As you can see, I have a bit of high ping. They obviously did not open Oceanic servers, which is a little bit of a bummer. Um, but it is what it is. I've been playing a little bit, just trying to get a sense of the quick look feature. So from what I can tell, there's a click, and I have it on left click. I will try it on right click, which I haven't done, but I just thought that might make some difference. At the moment, I have this problem even on live servers where if I'm like here and I click to loot this body here, it doesn't actually loot. Like I have to click twice, right? I don't know if that's a problem with having it on the left click as opposed to the right click, but we'll figure that out in a second. So just from doing your left or right click, you loot and it loots everything around you, not around that square. And that's from what I've been trying. And then the other thing is you can also set a hotkey, which I have also done to one of my mouse buttons, specifically the one I use on the thumb here. This mouse has, that one, the one that looks like the biggest there. That's the one I use usually for my XOR core. So I've set that just on a shift and that button for now, which is what I use for my XOR there. So I just moved that around and I put that hotkey, which is if you look for loot, and it's just called quick loot nearby corpses. So yeah, let's just give it a try and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I also wanted to show you the difference in getting trapped and using SSA and might ring, which, I tend to do. I like not dying. So I do that. It makes a huge difference now having the might ring. I have it set to NPC by value. There we go. And stone skin. Oh, stone skin amulet, NPC by value. All right. So yeah, let's give it a try. I tried it earlier, and I gotta say it really sucks, to be honest. But yeah, you'll see once I try it. Let's equip some gear here, and yeah, let's give it a go. I do have manas. Yeah, I was hunting a little bit earlier. I'm gonna restart this. Let's even take some magic level potion. Try to make it as if we were just hunting here. So, it's pretty good to try. All right. So one of the things was running and then looting, right? So if I press from here, that's fine. But if I'm running, see how that didn't register and I clicked it there. I'm gonna, yeah, there it registered. So that's a bit wonky. But if I just like spam the key and walk, it loots it. So that's pretty good. I like that. I just don't like having to use the hotkey, because then I don't use a mouse with 12 keys on the side, because it's not something I like. I like having a little bit less keys, because then I know which key does what. I get a little bit lost, to be honest. Call me a grandpa, but I get a little bit lost on those ones. So let's say, all right, we'll just do a little bit of killing here, and then I'll show you the getting trapped. I'll just do that upstairs. I'm just gonna keep trying to loot stuff, and then see how that. Oh, that did register, but yeah, it's much easier with the hotkey. So all right, let's go downstairs. Just trying to get like a sense of, you know, the loot that we would like lose from using those resources now, right? If we use our might ring and SSAs or consumables that, you know, you should be using if you get trapped. But now it's like, it's almost like a, you know, you might as well, I think now, depending on the situation that you're in. Gosh, this lag. I can't play with this thing anymore. I think that's one of the things that I'll be looting with the hotkey, just so you know. Just because I find it a little bit less buggy. I will, you know, maybe after this I'll try actually setting it to right click and see if that makes any difference. I'm just so used to looting with the left click. All right, so the floor upstairs is pretty good for getting trapped. This is usually where I usually end up getting trapped, but you know, I don't really use not in this hunt do I use SSA and my ring. I usually just like mana it out, because as you can see, I have pretty good gear, and I do have a couple of ice emus, so it's not the end of the world for me. It works a little. I feel like it works a little bit better with the right click than it does with the left click. But you know, no, you see that, like, if I'm moving, it just doesn't, it takes a while to register. But that could just be because I'm playing in a higher ping as opposed to my region, which would be the oceanic servers. Let's get trapped here with some Arachnophobicas. Oh, someone died here. The Arachnophobicas are the ones that do a lot of the damage here. All right, so let's say we get trapped here. So we have an Arachnophobica over there. So we're trying not to die. It's quite a bit of damage. So I might not make it with just X0 Vita. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to my... Right, until we get out of here. I'm going to keep using. And then we... Oh, well, we could have gotten out there. Let's say we are really like struggling, right? Okay, so we got out and it's like, yeah, I didn't die. But look at that balance. Just tanks. Just completely just gone, right? It's not really ideal. I think gone are the days of using SSA and my ring just to spam. I think I will put my feedback. But yeah, as you can see, the quick loot feature kind of works okay. I kind of wish they would have opened a test server in Oceania as well. Like, I mean, if you already have the live servers, why not just open test servers as well? Why is everything dead here? Why is there... Did someone trap shit here? Oh, there we go. Oh, everything's here. Just don't want to get trapped here. All right, so that's pretty good. We made it. Let's bring the rest of the guys here. Gosh, this sucks. All right, let's say we got trapped there, so we're just gonna use SSA. Like the other thing is, it might also be worth just using one instead of the two. We're not, yeah, like look at that profit. Like that's just crazy, I think. Oh, and I'm running really low on mana. And like as I said, maybe, you know, I wouldn't need it here, right? Like chances are I would just mana shield and I would get out of the situation like fine, right? Like that's not really a problem. That I did that pull really wrong. Gosh, I really hate. I think, you know, from what I've been talking as well about, this is changing a little bit of topic, from the people that are playing in the Oceanic servers, if they do end up closing those servers, because they did say they were, oh fuck, I didn't put the magic ball there. They did say they were gonna be temporary, a trial for a year, which let's hope, you know, I think people are spending enough money so that you wouldn't need to close them, but I don't know what metrics Zipsoft uses in terms of leaving servers open. But anyways, back to the hunt, and to our current topic. I would not use SSAs and might rings here if I was getting trapped, to be honest. I usually just, unless I'm getting trapped with like 3 arachnophobicas, if I'm getting trapped with the 3 of them, I would most like certainly have to use an SSA and might ring just to not die. I'm gonna now try to do the right click instead of the hotkey. See how that like didn't register, and I came nearby it, and then I click. All right, like I'm not really sure what happens there. Whereas like if I'm just running and clicking the hotkey, it just works, you know? So that's one thing to point. I wish they would. I mean, I'm not really sure if that is something they can fix, if that's something packages getting lost in like the ping. I'm not really sure. I'm not a network engineer, so I wouldn't know if that is something that is possible. Definitely works when you're using the hotkey though, even if you're like running it. All right, we weren't super lucky. I think I looted this stuff, the blue stuff that was dropped, right? I think it was that. Does that look right? 100k. I would usually get a little bit more in 10 minutes. I don't think 100k is the amount that I would usually get. I feel like I usually get around 800,000 profit here per hour. But still, you know, like I think those prices for the SSA and my ring are just unjustified. I'm not really sure what Zipsoft is trying to do. I don't know if they're trying to slow down people from like doing places that, you know, that they might struggle with. I don't know if they're trying to slow down the progression of people. Maybe, you know, you never know what Zipsoft might be trying to do. Let's get out of here. Oh gosh, this step lag is just killing me. It sucks because I just end up with my fingers just hurting because I'm trying to press like harder to see if it walks faster, but that's obviously not how it works. I should know that after years of playing with high ping. Anyways, yeah, so that's just kind of what I wanted to give it a try. I will give some feedback, but there's only so much feedback I can give. I'm not going to be playing with 250 ms of ping. I don't really want to do that anymore. I stopped playing before they opened the Oceanic servers for a reason. That was because it sucks to play a mage. I think it sucks to play any class with that sort of ping, but it certainly sucks to play mage. So yeah, I think that's it for today. Just wanted to give that quick showcase of the new quick loot feature. I think it's very welcome. I don't think the prices of the SSA and my rings are very welcome, though. I will give that feedback. I understand the increase in price and things, but 500% or whatever percentage it is an increase, I think it's a little bit steep. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, if it's warranted or not. I still think it affects lower levels than it does high level players. Like I know high level players are getting, they're the ones using the most SSAs, the most might rings at least per hunt. They're still making, 20, 30 KK per hunt sometimes in loot, people hunting in fishes and some of the higher end spawns, they're making a lot of money and, they say they're still affected. I still think for them losing 2-3 KK in gold per hunt is not that much, but for me that I make 800,000 800K an hour at the most, and this is a profit hunt as well, right? Like I come here to make money, and that's usually how much I make per hour. Yes, I don't use SSA in my ring here, but let's say my usual level spot is the new Nether world, which I will upload a video of hunting there. I really like the higher density there now. I'm making 5k raw 5kk raw XP an hour, so that's really good. But I do get trapped sometimes, and I do use SSA in my rings there. So it's gonna suck because I make a little bit of profit there. It's not bad. I also make like 600,000 an hour, up to 800,000 to be honest sometimes. But if I get trapped, this was what getting trapped 2 times. Like look at that, 400,000 just in SSAs and my rings, because that's not even that much. Like that would be what. 200 each, so 25, 4. So that's 8 and 8. Let's say 8 SSAs, or sure, you would use more SSAs. So let's say 10 SSAs and 6 might rings, right? That's still, it's not really that many of them to make that much of a loss for me. Sure, maybe places like Netherworld is now for higher levels. Maybe that's why they're trying to, again, I don't know if they're trying to slow down people from leveling up so much because they're running out of like ideas of new hunting grounds or something. They are adding more hunting grounds, it seems, in the last couple of years for mid-range players, which would be probably the median of the Tibia player would be probably around level 600. So they seem to be adding more and more of hunting grounds around that area, around that level. But we don't know. Sipsov works in mysterious ways. They could just be trying to make more Tibia coins purchases. I don't know. We will never know probably, but yeah, I think that's what I think. It's a quick loot feature, very welcome. Prices of SSA in my ring. Anything else, I feel like it's fine. Like the mana, the health pods. I don't think the diamond arrows is warranted either. I know, and this just affects mostly, I think, paladins on their level probably 400. but it really affects, like, I think Paladin was already affected with not being able to do the diamond arrows themselves. I think they should have left that regardless of whether they could buy it or not, especially because of lower level paladins are really struggling with that level 150 to 250 or 150 to 300. I have a paladin in that range and I have amazing skills with that paladin, and I'm struggling to make profit out of my XP hunts, right? Whereas I know mages also struggle around that level, but even on my 230 druid, from when I transferred it to this server when they opened, and I started playing it again because it was in a PvP server not being used because I didn't like the server. I was also not profiting a lot, but I was usually breaking even. At the places that I was going, I was also not power leveling. I was kind of trying to get charms and whatnot. But still, I think RPs around that level was already pretty hard to make a profit, even just to break even. I'm not even counting the cost of imbuements. This is just to break even. So yeah, I think diamond arrows, SSAs, might rings, they might need an adjustment before this goes live on the summer update, and I hope they do reconsider that. But anyways, let me know your thoughts if you can. What do you think? Is it warranted? Is it not warranted? What changes would you like to see to this? And yeah, hope you have a good one.